Fred Vasseur, Ferrari's boss, finally admitted, "Perhaps we underestimated Hamilton's challenge." A short sentence, but one that opens up a world of interpretations and reveals a lot about what's happening inside Maranello. What seemed like a perfect match, the seven-time world champion at the wheel of the legendary Ferrari, ended up becoming an unexpected struggle against time, adaptation, and pressure. And in this video, you'll understand why this transition is proving more complicated than anyone imagined. And what if Lewis Hamilton really does retire at the end of the season? So stay until the end of the video, like it, and subscribe to the channel. Fred Vasseur, Ferrari's boss, holds the microphone with an expression that blends serenity and reflection. He takes a deep breath and utters the sentence that made headlines worldwide. "Perhaps we underestimated the challenge for Lewis at the start of the season." A moment of clarity and admission, not just for him, but for the team as a whole. Vasseur explained lucidly, "It was almost 20 years in the same culture, with the same people, the same software, the same care in making the leap to Maranello. Hamilton faced a colossal challenge, one laden with the legendary aura he himself had built throughout his career. Everything changed," Vasseur emphasized, enumerating the cultural, the human, the technical. Every aspect of life within Ferrari required adaptation, and perhaps neither he nor Hamilton had anticipated the magnitude of this. Now, imagine the real scenario: 14 races without a podium, a season that, until then, had never been so arduous for the seven-time champion, with his only victory being a sprint in China, but without shining in the Grand Prix. The weight of Italian expectations, the shadow of Leclerc, a constant presence on the podium, and the lack of concrete results aroused a palpable tension. This phrase of his comes as an attempt to calm the atmosphere, a veiled plea for compassion between the tifosi and the behind-the-scenes noise of the press. This is the boss who, instead of bursting into criticism and dissatisfaction, pauses and reflects. The journey is long. The road is just beginning. It's leadership under pressure with a touch of wisdom. Lewis Hamilton started the season at Ferrari with great enthusiasm, but soon encountered invisible and difficult-to-quantify obstacles. He himself acknowledged that adapting to the new environment would take time, perhaps several months, and he wasn't shaken by external criticism. For him, it was a transition phase: new team, new car, new protocols, similar to what he experienced in his first 6 months at Mercedes. A resounding absence of podiums in the Grand Prix, with the exception of the victory in the Chinese sprint, fuels doubts. Vasseur, for his part, carries the mix of pressure and protection. He admitted that they underestimated the weight of the challenge Hamilton would face in this colossal change. Almost 2 decades within the same technical and human ecosystem. But the drama reached a new level at the Hungarian GP. Hamilton, always dominant at this track, fell in the eliminations and delivered disappointing results. 12th place on the grid and on Sunday. And in an outburst to journalists he said, "I'm useless, absolutely useless. I think the team should change drivers." It was a pure, visceral moment, a candor that disarms fans and critics alike. And could this be a remnant of retirement coming? This question, which seemed distant a few months ago, has gained traction given the difficult results at Ferrari and Lewis's visible emotional distress. But are we really close to seeing the seven-time champion hang up his helmet? Before I continue, please like and subscribe to the channel so the YouTube algorithm recommends this video. And let's get started. Reliable sources indicate that, despite the difficulties in the 2025 season, Hamilton is not planning immediate retirement. He himself has made it clear that the challenge at Ferrari is a unique opportunity and that he wants to continue pursuing victories, whether with that team or in other future chapters of his career. Legends and former drivers differ in their opinions. While Bernie Ecclestone suggested that Hamilton should retire to preserve his legacy, other greats, such as Toto Wolff, believe the Briton still has unfinished business and that the 2026 season could bring another chance for glory with regulatory changes on the horizon. Still, the pressure is real, and the emotional toll cannot be ignored. Hamilton has gone through visibly difficult moments, such as after the Hungarian GP, where he questioned his own performance and even suggested the team consider changing drivers. It's a clear sign of the burden he feels. And that wasn't all. After the race, Vasseur explained it precisely. Hamilton is demanding too much of himself. He's demanding of himself and others. He's frustrated, but not demotivated. "We'll come back and make it happen," the team principal said with careful confidence. However, Hamilton is not resigned. Instead, he has decided to turn the pressure into momentum. According to press reports, he is making a great effort with the factory, submitting documents with suggestions for improvements, demanding adjustments that could, in fact, change the course of the season. Furthermore, Vasseur dismissed rumors and speculation about threats to his position, including concerns raised by the Italian press, emphasizing that this climate only undermines the team's focus on work and the team's environment. His complaint was direct and personal. "This wave of rumors is disrespectful to employees and toxic to the harmony required in a technically competitive season like 2025. Charles Leclerc has emerged as Ferrari's pillar of stability during this turbulent season. With remarkable consistency, the Monégasque driver has accumulated 4 podiums so far and established an advantage in the classifications. They are 9 victories over Hamilton, a clear indicator of his current dominance. Even with the SF25's technical deficit, Leclerc remains consistent, keeping the team in contention for the Constructors' Championship. However, this consistency doesn't come without frustration. Leclerc admitted he wasn't satisfied with his performance in recent races, acknowledging that even though he delivered strong laps and maximized the car's capabilities, he still lacked the grip, whether in oversteer or understeer, to match his top-ranked rivals. In Jeddah, for example, he started in 4th place, with a strong lap, but lamented, "I finished in P4 with a good lap, but the car doesn't have enough performance for what I want." The main critical point of the SF25, in Leclerc's words, is in the low-speed curves. The biggest weakness clearly identified at this stage of the season. The exception was Monaco, where the track profile helped. He started in P2 and came very close to repeating the victory from the previous year. But he himself warned that this lackluster performance only happens in extreme situations like that circuit, and that it's urgent to work on low speeds. In addition to the car's issues, Leclerc needed to adjust his technical approach. The Italian press revealed that, after the Japanese GP, the Monégasque told the team that he would begin defining his own settings, moving away from Hamilton's style-focused guidelines. He stated, "I'm going to go my own way now," indicating the need to customize the setup according to your riding style. Despite his frankness, Leclerc remains fully focused on the team. He emphasized that Hamilton's presence has brought about a super positive change at Ferrari, as the team has learned to block out external noise and remain focused on performance. At the same time, he demonstrated technical awareness by stating that, despite the balance issues, there was progress and more potential to be unlocked, especially after adjustments made during testing and intensive use of the simulator. But tell me, what did you think of this video? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing.